This is part 6 of set 5 of our Values Ed Majorship Enhancement Drills. Let's continue. Number 101. Who should be in the forefront developing a sense of integrity and accountability? Letter A, educators. Letter B, government leaders. Letter C, small group or NGO administrators. Letter D, religious leaders. And your answer should be educators. Ang mga educators, they shape young minds and they serve as role models, emphasizing values like integrity and accountability. Through formal and informal lessons, they nurture a foundation of ethical behavior in individuals who will later influence society. Yung letter B, government leaders are influential but may not directly engage in personal development. Yung letter C naman is small group or NGOs administrators. They have a narrower reach. Yung religious leaders naman, they promote values but they focus on spiritual aspects, not broad societal change. So number 101 is letter A. 102. Which can best manifest love of country as analogous to love of others? Letter A, disseminate nationwide the biographies and teachings of our national heroes. Letter B, strengthen the use of the Filipino language. Letter C, teach Philippine history informally at the barangay level. And letter D, bring people's needs to the attention of those in power. And your answer should be letter D, bring people's needs to the attention of those in power. Right? So addressing people's needs demonstrates concern for the well-being of fellow citizens and reflects a patriotic commitment to improving the nation. Yung letter A, disseminating biographies of heroes, is valuable but it's less actionable. Yung letter B naman, strengthening language use, is cultural but it doesn't directly address immediate societal needs. Yung letter C naman, teaching history and educational but doesn't this is educational but it doesn't foster direct advocacy. So, yung 102 is letter D. Number 103, if our strategy for change is multi-layered, what does this mean? Letter A, let change take place naturally. Letter B, include only the youth, the majority of the Filipino community. Letter C, involve Filipinos in all levels. Letter D, involve religious sectors in society. And your answer should be letter C, involve Filipinos in all levels. Kasi multi-layered yan. Ang multi-layered strategy ensures inclusivity, engaging individuals from various sectors and socio-economic backgrounds to foster collective progress. So lahat, pag sinabing lahat. So yung letter A, natural change actually lacks direction. Diba? Yung let change take place naturally. So, it lacks direction. Yung letter B, focusing only on youth, ignores the contribution of other groups. Yung letter D naman, limiting efforts to religious sectors, excludes broader societal participation. So, 103 is letter C. Number 104, which of the following strategies should be directly observed to foster accountability? Letter A, school curricula should be oriented to self-reliance. Letter B, award government employees who demonstrate desirable values. Letter C, demand official receipts in business transaction. And letter D, encourage growth of self-esteem. Ang sagot mo dapat dito sa 104 ay letter C, demand official receipts in business transactions. Kasi demanding receipts promotes transparency and accountability, di ba? Kasi pagka may mga resibo sila na ini-issue, it ensures proper taxation and reducing corruption. Kaya humingi kayo ng official receipt kasi magbabayad sila ng tamang tax. Yung ibang mga professions walang resibo. So they escape proper taxation, 'di ba? May mga ganun sa mga pumunta kayo sa mga ano yan, mga notarial offices, minsan walang official receipt, kadalasan wala. Unless hihingi ka. Sa mga restaurant, hingi kayo ng official receipts. Kasi, yung record na yon merong, yung may sa BIR form, makikita doon kung ilan yung income nila. So, mako-compute kung ilan ang tax na dapat nilang bayaran. So, in that case, mapopromote yung transparency and accountability. So, yung letter A, self-reliance, is related but it doesn't directly foster accountability. Ano, yung letter B naman, awarding employees is good, positive ito. It's a positive reinforcement, but it doesn't involve direct accountability, especially the practices of accountability. Yung letter D naman, building self-esteem supports accountability, but this is indirect. So 104 is letter C. Number 105. Which of the following discounts concepts of self-degradation and lack of self-confidence? Pabuya, walang lagay, EDSA spirit, pro-poverty. Your options are here. Letter A, 1, 2, and 3. Letter B, 2 and 4. Letter C, 2 and 3. And letter D, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's analyze this question. So the question asks which concepts counteract or reject the ideas of self-degradation and lack of self-confidence. So this implies identifying values, attitudes, or practices that promote dignity, empowerment, and pride rather than perpetuating a mindset of inferiority or helplessness. Diba? Yung hindi ko na kaya. Walang kakayanang i-develop ang sarili, kawalan ng tiwala sa sarili. Self-degradation and lack of self-confidence. So yung number 1, pabuya, reward or incentive. While pabuya can be seen as a motivator, it is often associated with short-term extrinsic reward rather than intrinsic empowerment. So in some cases, it may even unintentionally perpetuate dependency, which does not align with overcoming self-degradation or lack of self-confidence. So, hindi siya concept na maaaring isagot dito. Dapat eliminate na natin yan. So, yung number 2, walang lagay. No bribery. So, this concept promotes integrity and fairness. It rejects corrupt practices that erode self-worth and societal trust. By refusing to participate in bribery, individuals assert their ethical standards and reinforce a sense of dignity and confidence in their actions. So, tama ito. Number 2. Yung number 3 naman, EDSA spirit. Yung EDSA People Power Revolution in the Philippines embodies collective empowerment, national pride, and the courage to stand against oppression. So it reflects the triumph of ordinary citizens over authoritarianism. It fosters confidence and it rejects degradation on a national scale. So, tama rin yan. Yung number 4, pro-poverty. So this term suggests advocacy for advocacy or acceptance of poverty as a permanent state. So, hindi na babaguhin. Ganun na lang siya. Tanggapin na lang na hindi magbabago. So, it perpetuates that situation. So, this inherently reinforces helplessness and lack of confidence. So, promoting pro-poverty ideologies contradicts the question's focus as it perpetuates self-degradation. So, in that case, the answer should be 2 and 3, so that is letter C, walang lagay, eliminates corrupt practices that degrade individual and collective self-respect. By standing against bribery naman, people reinforce personal integrity and confidence in fair systems. So yung EDSA spirit symbolizes empowerment, collective action, and national pride, directly countering self-degradation and fostering confidence. So, yung ibang options kasi mayroong 1 and 4. So, hanapin mo yung options na walang 1 and 4 and the answer is C. 105 is letter C. Number 106. Which of the following statements is succinctly stated in the Presidential Proclamation number 62? Letter A, conducting an inquiry into the strengths and weaknesses of the Filipino character. Letter B, declaring a moral recovery program and enjoining the active participation of all sectors in the Filipino society. Letter C, creating the moral recovery committees responsible for conducting moral uprightness at the local levels. And letter D, building a nation and building a national character. And so your answer should be, yep, the moral recovery program. That is letter B, declaring a moral recovery program and enjoining the active participation of all sectors in the Filipino society. This proclamation underscores the need for societal participation in fostering moral values and nation building. Yung letter A focuses on strengths and weaknesses. It's not active participation. Yung letter C and letter D naman, these are narrower or generalized interpretations. So number 106 is letter B. 107. In what aspect are politics of services and the moral recovery program congruent with each other? Letter A, both manifest the processes of democratization and decentralization. Letter B, both reinforce the response and contribution of outstanding leaders. Letter C, both are designed to draw personal transformation and renewal. And letter D, both affirm the commitment of all sectors of Philippine society. And your answer should be letter C, both are designed to draw personal transformation and renewal. So, pareho sila. Yung politics of services and the MRP, they are both initiatives emphasize moral and ethical renewal at a personal level to inspire broader societal change. Yung letter A naman, while both promote democratization, personal transformation is their core. Yung letter B naman focuses only on leaders. So yung letter D, broad affirmation is an outcome, it's not the core strategy. So 107 is letter C. Number 108. Which of the following is supportive of the development of self-reliance? Letter A, role modeling of community leader. Letter C, B, preserving the spirit of EDSA. Letter C, start the day with personal reflection. And letter D, utilization of indigenous resources and organizational activities. And your answer should be letter D, utilization of indigenous resources and organizational activities. Kasi yung letter D, using local resources promotes independence and resilience, reducing reliance on external support. So kung ano yung available dyan na materials, so make use of them, lalo kung nasa countryside. So letter A, role modeling is influential but it doesn't directly foster resourcefulness. Yung letter B naman, preserving the EDSA spirit is inspirational but not resource-oriented. And letter C, reflection aids self-awareness but it's not sufficient for practical self-reliance. So number 108 is letter D. 109. Which of the following is clearly implied by Socrates in this statement? Contentment is natural wealth. Luxury is artificial. Letter A, eat all you can. Letter B, live within your means, eat all you can. Letter C, use whitening soap for your skin because white is beautiful. Letter D, imported items are good and durable. And your answer should be, the best answer here is letter B, live within your means, eat all you can. Socrates valued simplicity and contentment over materialism. So, encouraging living a meaningful life without excess. So, yung letter A, advocates over indulgence. No, walang ibang sense kasi dun sa letter A. At least yung letter B may context. So, yung letter C and letter D reflect materialistic and superficial values contrary to Socrates' philosophy. So, 109 is letter B. 110. Which is a manifestation of a lack of discipline? Letter A, qualification standardization. Letter B, observance of time schedule. Letter C, sustainable projects, and letter D, palusot syndrome. So number 110, your answer should be letter D, palusot syndrome. Palusot syndrome refers to making excuses to avoid responsibility, reflecting a lack of discipline and accountability. Yung A, B, and C, they represent disciplined practices like standardization, punctuality, and sustainability. So 110 is letter D. Number 111. Which of the following strategies will lead to the development of patriotism and national pride? Number 1, use of literature to install national pride. Number 2, study Philippine history from the perspective of foreign authors. Number 3, write and teach our true history. Number 4, push Philippinization of the entire education system. The options are here, letter A, 2 and 3, letter B, 1 and 2, letter C, 1, 3, and 4, and letter D, 1, 2, and 4. And your answer here should be 1, 3, and 4. So, using literature promotes national identity by showcasing Filipino heritage and achievements. Writing and teaching our history ensures that Filipinos understand their past from their perspective. Yun namang Philippinization of the educational system embeds local culture, language, and values, and they foster pride and love for the nation. Yung number 2, studying history from a foreign perspective might lead to biases or misinterpretation. So, kaya ang sagot natin dito ay number 111, letter C. 112. What does emotional intelligence mean? Letter A, balancing cognitive intelligence and logical mathematical intelligence. Letter B, putting emotion over rational thinking. Letter C, rationalizing the display of emotions. And letter D, knowing and managing personal relationships effectively. So 112, your answer should be letter D, knowing and managing personal relationships effectively. Emotional intelligence involves recognizing, understanding, and managing one's emotions and effectively navigating interpersonal relationships. Yung letter A, emotional intelligence, is broader than balancing cognitive or logical skills. Yung letter B naman, emotional intelligence involves integrating emotions with rationality, not prioritizing one over the other. Yung letter C naman, rationalizing emotions is only a small aspect of emotional intelligence. Kaya ang sagot natin sa 112 ay letter D. 113. Regardless of race, status, and age, a person has the capacity to interact with people in the world. What thrust of global education is implied in this predicament? Letter A, peace for all. Letter B, respect for the dignity of all people. Letter C, social justice for all. And letter D, balance and healthy environment. So your sagot should be respect for the dignity of all people. Yung global education emphasizes valuing diversity and recognizing the equal worth of all individuals regardless of differences, no? Kung kahit anong lahi, anong edad, anong gender, ganon. So respect for the dignity of all people. Yung a peace for all is a goal. It's a goal of global education but not directly tied to interaction. Yung letter C naman, social justice, focuses on fairness in opportunities but it doesn't encompass universal interaction. Yung letter D, a balanced environment, is related to ecological awareness, not human interaction. So 113 is letter B. 114. Which of the following is a true statement about technology in education? Letter A, schools will not be needed in e-learning because students can learn whenever computers are available. Letter B, there is no need to learn the use of technology. After all, the fad will fade away. Letter C, it is impossible to teach values if schools use the e-learning mode. And letter D, there will be a great demand for advancement in this present century. So your answer should be letter D. There will be a great demand for advancement in this present century. This continuous development of technology creates a need for educational institutions to adapt and integrate these technological tools for better learning outcomes. So yung letter A, e-learning, ang e-learning, it complements schools but it doesn't replace them. Yung letter B naman, technology, yeah, it's not a fad but a transformative force. It will not fade away. It will improve and improve and improve until artificial intelligence takes over. Yung letter C naman, values can still be effectively taught through e-learning methods actually. So, number 14 is letter D. Number 15, which of the following may enhance global ecumenism, yung unity, global unity? Number 1, developing a spirit of living together with other people of the world. Number 2, refusal to accept the interdependence of nations. Number 3, understanding of the history, traditions, and spiritual values of other countries. Ang options, letter A, 1 and 3 only. Letter B, 2 and 3 only. Letter C, 1, 2, and 3. And letter D, 1 and 2 only. Your answer should be letter A, 1 and 3 only. Living together harmoniously and understanding other nations' traditions and spiritual values promote unity and mutual respect. It's a global unity, global ecumenism. Yung number 2, refusal to accept interdependence contradicts the principles of ecumenism or unity. So for that reason, 115 is letter A. Number 116. What is implied in this statement? As a result of high technology, knowledge has become a powerful tool in society. Letter A, school must offer IT courses to all students. Letter B, a person must have skills to maximize acquisition of new knowledge. Letter C, a person must be educated to become successful in society. And letter D, media must help in disseminating information. And your answer should be letter B, a person must have skills to maximize the acquisition of new knowledge. So knowledge amplified by technology demands individuals to develop skills to learn continuously and adapt to change. Otherwise, mapag-iiwanan tayo. So hindi na natin alam kung ano nangyayari. So let's maximize our skills to maximize to acquire new knowledge, to learn new things every day. So yung letter A, IT courses are useful but they don't guarantee knowledge acquisition. Yung letter C naman, education is important, kaya lang, success also depends on practical application. So, yung letter D naman, media dissemination is important, is vital, but secondary to individual skills. Diba? So, nag-disseminate ka pero wala namang skills. So, baliwala yun, useless. 116 is letter B. Number 117, which behavior shows that you can think and act locally and globally at the same time? Letter A, be proud of the local products and export the same for world consumption. Letter B, maintain global awareness on various issues. Letter C, patronize indigenous culture. And letter D, travel to many attractive places around the world. And your answer should be letter B, be proud of, letter A, be proud of local products and export them for world consumption. Yung promoting local products globally highlights the blend of national pride and global participation. So yung letter B, awareness is important but it doesn't demonstrate direct action. Yung letter C naman, supporting indigenous culture is local focus. Nasaan yung global doon? Diba? Wala. So yung letter D naman, though it shows global action, traveling reflects personal interest, not global thinking, and no local aspect here sa letter D. So the answer should be parallel to the question. If the question is asking for local and global aspects, try to find from the options the answer with local and global aspects. So this principle of parallelism in test taking can be applied in any question. So please remember this, huh? For this reason, the correct answer here is A. Number 118. What is implied in this statement? Adapting to change is adapting to modernity. Letter A. All changes are new and modern. Letter B. Change does not necessarily mean forgetting tradition. Letter C. If one has to change, it must be a change for the better. And letter D. Not all changes are modern. So your answer here should be letter C. If one has to change, it must be a change for the better. Bakit ito yung sagot natin? Hindi yung letter B. If you chose letter B, you're distracted. So 118 is letter C. The statement adapting to change is adapting to modernity suggests that progress and relevance in the modern world require embracing changes that align with improvement and innovation. However, not all change inherently leads to better outcomes, which is why thoughtful and purposeful adaptation is necessary. So this directly supports the idea that change should lead to positive growth and development. So let's analyze its option. Yung letter A, all changes are new and modern. So this is incorrect because not every change represents modernity. For example, reverting to outdated practices or trends such as using obsolete technology is a change but not a step toward modernity. Modernity implies progress, relevance, and alignment with contemporary needs and standards, which not all changes inherently achieve. So yung letter B naman, change does not necessarily mean forgetting tradition. While this statement is valid in its own right, it doesn't directly address the essence of the phrase adapting to modernity. Asan dyan yung adapting to modernity? So modernity often integrates tradition with innovation. But the focus here is on purposeful progress rather than the balance of old and the new. So for instance, Japan exemplifies how modernization coexists with tradition, but the emphasis on modernity here lies in purposeful advancement. So yung letter C, if one has to change, it must be a change for the better. This is the correct answer because the statement implies that adaptation should lead to growth, improvement, or alignment with modern standards. Marami na tayong standards na quality. If you are familiar with ISO, International Standardization, yung modernity inherently represents a forward-looking perspective that values quality, efficiency, and relevance. A change, yung pagbabago that fails to improve or benefit individuals or society does not align with the principle of adapting to modernity. So for example, adapting new technology in education improves access and efficiency. A positive change align with modern needs. So, yung letter D naman, not all changes are modern. While this is true, this option focuses on categorizing change rather than emphasizing its purpose or value. It lacks alignment with the broader idea that adapting to change should lead to meaningful improvements. So philosophically, this aligns with the concept of pragmatism, a philosophy that emphasizes the practical value of ideas and changes. According to thinkers like John Dewey, progress should serve human purposes and improve societal conditions. So change for the sake of change has no value unless it results in better outcomes. So for that reason, the answer is letter C. Number 119. Which are proofs that technology has brought more interaction among people of the world? Number 1, by email, we can communicate with other people from every corner of the globe in a few seconds. Number 2, by the use of mobile phone, you can talk to people all over the world anytime. Number 3, by watching TV, we are updated on happenings all over the world. So your options, letter A, 1, 2, and 3. Letter B, 2 and 3. Letter C, 1 and 3. And letter D, 1 and 2. Your answer should be letter A, 1, 2, and 3. Technology like email, mobile phones, and TV connects people globally, and they enable us to instantly communicate and become aware of what's happening around the globe. Yung iba-ibang combination, other combinations miss out on one or more key technological tools for interaction. So number 119 is letter A. Number 120. One of the pillars of learning from UNESCO is learning to do. What does this imply for students? Letter A, learn every skill learn every skill they can to be productive and self-reliant. Letter B, show good academic performance in school. Letter C, learn the trade of their parents for them to take over later. And letter D, choose to enroll in vocational school for job skills. And your answer should be letter A, learn every skill they can to be productive and self-reliant. So this pillar emphasizes developing practical skills to contribute meaningfully to society and become independent. So yung letter B, academic performance does not guarantee productivity. Yung letter C naman, learn the trade of their parents for them to take over later. Learning parents' trade is limiting, no? Kasi malay mo ibang interest nung bata. So yung letter D, vocational schools are one path but not the sole focus of these principles. So marami pang iba. 120 is letter A. And that's the part 6 of set 5 of our Values Ed Majorship Enhancement Drills. Let's continue in the next video.